Hello folks, I'm Dean with Dean's Woodworking. Y'all come on in the shop and make yourself comfortable. So today we're going to do a shop update. We're going to talk a little bit about what we have been uploading as far as videos, some of the videos that you should be expecting to come out in the next few days, and also answer some viewer questions. Before we get to all that, I just want to take a moment to thank all of our service members and especially those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Too many times we take our freedom for granted. Our freedom to go out in the shops, do what we want to do, turn what we want to turn, and just enjoy our lives and our freedom. But that freedom came at a huge price for so many people and so many families across this great nation. For that, I say thank you, and may you never be forgotten. Okay folks, let's take a few minutes to talk about the videos that were uploaded over the past week. I was very fortunate to get a little extra time and be able to put up one turning video and 2 tips videos. Had some really great feedback and also some questions, and we'll get to that in a minute. So the very first tips video was on this 18-volt blower. And the feedback on that was from all directions. First of all, some folks just couldn't understand why you would need to blow dust around in your shop. Others said, well, you need a shop vac. Well, you need dust collection. And folks, I have a 4-inch dust collection system piped throughout the shop. And I also have a 2-inch shop vac system piped throughout the shop. And I use both to clean up. Everyone's different. Everybody's going to do it a little bit different. I like to have all of my options anytime I can, and I'm just saying that this is just another option to help you clean off your lathe. And everybody's lathe is a little bit different. I have a one-way. The shavings get down between the ways, and if you don't blow them out from underneath there and you can't vacuum them out, you'll plug up a shop vac in a heartbeat. You've got a problem. This may not be an answer for you, but maybe it is. If it is, fantastic. Again, we're all different. We all do things different. So if it works, great. If it doesn't, thank you for watching anyway. Then I uploaded a video on turning a couple of tops. Just 2 simple little wooden toy tops. Had a couple of granddaughters that were supposed to come down, and one of them got sick and couldn't. And I thought it might be nice just to give them a couple of tops, and so we'll probably be seeing them next week and get those tops to them. But thank you guys for all the great comments and for watching that video. And then the one video was another tip video that I did that really got a lot of folks thinking and a lot of questions and a lot of comments. The guitar string wire burners. Quite a few comments on exactly what kind of wire you have to have. Well, I settled on the guitar string several years ago because of some comments and some suggestions from other woodturners. I didn't make any of this stuff up, folks, and I certainly didn't come into this world knowing anything about woodturning. I've had to learn myself. So I went down to the local guitar shop and got some guitar string, and I've used that for quite a few years now. Before that, I had tried some other stuff with varying degrees of results, but some of the folks asked, can you use regular copper wire? Yeah, you can. In a lot of cases, it's probably going to be bigger than what you're going to want to use. Some other folks said, well, you can use picture hanging wire, or you can use utility wire. And the reality is, folks, you can use just about any kind of wire. It's going to vary. The size is going to make a difference in how big your rings are. So on smaller things, so you may not want as big a ring, or you may want a bigger ring. So, to each their own. And it's just like anything in wood turning. There's tons of different ways to do everything. And I'm certainly not saying that my way is the right way. It's just my way. And hopefully each of you guys have your ways of doing things, and you'll share those, and we'll all become a little bit smarter. One example of that in particular is one viewer replied to me, I think after the scoop video that I did a couple of weeks ago. that he had the same sort of belt sander, the same brand of belt sander that I do, and that he was having trouble tracking. Well, I gave him some suggestions. I've had a little bit of experience tracking belts over the years. And then we got some feedback from some other folks who have the same belt sander. And overall, that gentleman got a lot of feedback, and hopefully it helped him to get his straightened out. But some other folks had some different ideas that I did. And I'll certainly keep them in the back of my mind if I ever start having a problem. And hopefully some of you folks benefited from those suggestions. Overall, I would say that the videos that were uploaded last week were a hit. Again, I got some good feedback, some good questions, and I love to see the participation. Hey folks, if you don't mind, take just a second, click down on the subscribe button and check the like button and ring that notification bell too, so you get notified when new content comes out. That way you don't miss anything. It really helps out the channel and helps us to get out to more people. Thank you so much. One other thing, while you're giving me the feedback and everything, if you make some of this stuff, send me some photos. Let me put it on the shop updates so that other folks can see what you're doing as well. This isn't all about me. As a matter of fact, it's not about me at all. It's about you. The whole reason I started this channel is when I started turning, there just wasn't a lot of information that I could get that I could depend on. I would see different videos saying, one say do it this way and another one say do it that way, and they'd be just the opposite from one another. And I really didn't know enough at that point in time to know what was right and what was wrong. I did some things that were probably, well, they weren't probably, they were unsafe at that point in time. And anytime I can help you folks out to avoid safety issues, I certainly want to do that. That's one of the reasons why you always see me wearing a face mask anytime I'm turning. And if I'm not doing a video, I wear a face mask that's also a respirator. And if I can ever figure out how to get the sound under control, I'll wear the face mask with the respirator when I'm doing the videos as well. Okay, so what is coming up this next week? I'm going to make a turning tool. We're going to have two videos on that. One's going to be making the handle for a turning tool, because I've had a few questions about that. This is just one example of a handle that I made. So we'll go over how I do that. Hopefully that'll help some of you out. And then we're going to make a hollowing tool from a 3/8 double-ended ball mill. And I've never made one before. I'll be very upfront with you. However, I do tune into worldwidewoodworkers.org every Wednesday night. And if you don't, and you're a wood turner, I highly suggest that on Wednesday night around 6 o'clock, just make a couple hours time for yourself. Normally the folks start gathering around 6. Captain Eddie usually shuts us off at 9, or some of us would go half the night. But it's a lot of great information, great folks, and I think it's something you would enjoy. So if you want to do that, and I'll put the link down in the notes, worldwidewoodturners.org, and when you get to the website, you'll see a section there for the meeting. Just click on the meeting and it'll take you straight to the meeting, and it's a Zoom meeting, so I think you'll enjoy it. Come join us. Now, we did have some questions. Number one, and I may have already hit on some of these a little bit. Will any wire work? Well, technically, yes, I guess just about any wire will work if it's within the size parameters of what you're wanting to burn the ring. It should work. Some of the softer wires may break on you quicker, but I think you could probably get a burn ring with just about any wire. Some of them are pretty stiff, so just be careful and be smart with what you're doing, okay? Some of the suggestions were, one guy used copper wire, another person used picture hanging wire, yet another one says he gets utility wire from Home Depot, and that comes in various sizes, and he's been using that for years. Another question is, what is antique oil? Antique oil is a product made by Minwax. And a lot of times I will use that on the green wood, and more I have been using it on my turnings, just on the lathe. That's one of the things On the screwdriver video I did a couple of weeks ago, I finished that with antique oil, and I like that product. I'm not advertising for Minwax. I get nothing from them. If Minwax would like to send me something, feel free, but at this point I get nothing from Minwax. So one of the reasons I like it is if you put it on and you wipe it off, you get a beautiful satin finish. And if you'll put thin coats on and just let it dry, it's a really beautiful glossy finish. So basically you have your choice of gloss or satin from the same product. One of the other things is I have had a ton of questions on how to keep the green wood from cracking. And so I'm thinking I might just do a tips video on exactly what I do to keep the green wood from cracking. And if you folks would like to see that, just drop a comment down and let me know that you'd like to see a video on how I keep the green wood from cracking. Folks, I can't thank you enough for watching my videos. And if you're enjoying and liking what you see, please go ahead and go down in the bottom there and click the subscribe, like, and notifications button. That helps the channel just get out to more folks, so more folks benefit from the information that we're putting out there. And really, that's the whole reason I do this, is to entertain you, educate you, and motivate you to get back in your shops and enjoy turning. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy turning.